Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. Today's topic is one that I was struck by yesterday, and I'll give you the context for it. Couldn't let the coffee go. I'll give you the context for it. I was struck by it yesterday. I learned last night of the passing of a dear friend who has been battling for the past few months, has been battling cancer. And I learned of her passing yesterday after I returned home from a great weekend away. I learned that my friend, my dear friend, had passed. And it was in the passing, and I posted about her passing. And then I went to read some other people's posts who posted about her passing. And the irony was a statement kept popping up in everybody's post. Everybody who was posting about her, we all, without having read each other's, we all read something that marked her life. Everybody's statement was, I know that you heard. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Wouldn't it be something to get to the end of your life? Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Lori. To get to the end of your life and have people say the thing that marked your life be, mm, your love for Jesus. That people identified you with God. That when people thought about you, they automatically thought about the Father. Wouldn't that be something? And isn't that the goal? The fact that nobody doubts, because that's how entrenched her love for Jesus was, that nobody thought anything other than, oh, yeah, she with the Father, and oh, yeah, she heard, well done. So the question I want to ask you today is, what marks your life? What marks my life? Everybody's life leaves a mark. The question is not if we leave a mark. The question is, what kind of mark are we leaving? Some people, I have some people in my life who've done this. Good morning, Toya. Some people, they leave scars. Some people leave stains. Some people, they leave confusion. Some people leave courage. Some people leave kindness. Some people, my mom, leave wisdom. Some people leave evidence that they were here and that they made life better for someone else. When people experience your presence, what remains in the room when you leave? I'm telling you, Kelly's passing made me question, what are the things that will mark my life? So the first thing that we got to know that marks our life, our habits mark our lives. A lot of people think that life is marked by a big moment, but most lives are marked by repeated small decisions. The way you speak to people. Everybody talked about you didn't know love until you got a Kelly hug. I don't even like hugs. Y'all don't like when people touch me. I hate that. When people always want to hug me, other than young people, it makes me crazy. It makes me cringe. But can I tell you something? That woman's hug was healing. That's what one of the things that marked her life. It was the small things. It was the way that she always spoke love, the way that she handled pressure, the way that you show up when nobody is clapping for you, y'all. That's the stuff that marks your life. You cannot keep planting inconsistency and expect a legacy of excellence. Your habits become your handwriting on the world. If every day you gossip, you complain, you quit early, you avoid responsibility, that leaves a mark. But if every day you grow, you pray, you learn, you help, you heal, you stay disciplined, that leaves a mark too. So ask yourself, what do my daily habits say about who I am and who I'm becoming? Because eventually your private habits become your public footprints. I don't know who needed that this morning. I needed that. I'm telling you, her death last night, it didn't make me spiral. It made me aspire to be better. Your impact, your response to pain marks your life. How you respond to the hard things. My friend Kelly, here's how she responded to cancer. She started an online group because she knows people all across this country. She started an online group called Count It All Joy. Mm. That was her response to the pain that she had of both getting the news that once again, good morning, Val, that once again she had cancer again. But she didn't mark it with complaints and why me. She marked it with a group chat where she could give updates and where she could share Jesus with all of us, that was called Count It All Joy. Pain will mark you either with bitterness or with wisdom. Everybody, everybody has been through something. Some of us have been through disappointment and grief and rejection and failure and abandonment and heartbreak and heartache. But your pain does not get the final vote over your life. Some people go through hard pain and become hard. Others go through pain and become helpful. One says, since I suffered, everybody else gonna suffer too. The other one says, I know what pain feels like, so I'm gonna become a healer instead. That's the difference, y'all. The strongest people are not people who avoided pain. The strongest people are people who refuse to let the pain make them ugly. Stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking the question, what can this pain produce in me? Because healed people can help heal other people. That was good. Heal people help heal other people. Your impact on others is one of the things that marks your life. At the end of the day, people are going to forget your outfit. Hopefully, they forget our titles. They may even forget a speech that I made, but they will remember how I made them feel. When young people talk to me, they always talk about how I make them feel. Not always that they can do recall of what I said, but how what I said and how I encountered them made them feel. Did your life lift people or did it drain them? Did you inspire confidence or did you spread negativity? Did you become stronger because someone encountered you with love? And then did you help someone else become stronger because when they encountered you, they received love? That is the real measurement of a meaningful life, y'all. It's about knowing that because you showed up, somebody smiled again, somebody believed again, somebody tried again, somebody survived again. Y'all, that's a mark. Before you leave places, before you leave conversations or classrooms or meetings or relationships, ask, what did I leave behind? Did I leave peace? Did I leave someone more hopeful? Did I leave someone more encouraged? Did I leave someone wiser? Or did I just leave noise? One day, all of us will become memories. All of us, like my friend Kelly. It just hit me, y'all. My bad. I apologize. It just hit me. All of us will become memories. And memories are built by marks. So mark this world with something meaningful. Mark it with integrity. Mark it with compassion. Mark it with resilience. Mark it with faith, like my girl, Kelly. Mark it with purpose. And when people speak your name years from now, let them say, they left this world better than they found it. Because the real question is not how long did you live? The real question is what marked your life? Today's Coffee with Tea is dedicated to my friend Kelly, who went to meet Jesus yesterday. And like I started this talk saying, everyone in their post, everyone talked about her massive love for people and the fact that her life was marked. When you thought of Kelly, you thought of Jesus. And isn't that the goal? That's what the Holy Spirit gave me this morning. Isn't that the goal? That when we leave here, people will say, ooh, her life pointed me to Jesus. Ooh, that's what I can say. So today, um, this coffee with tea, and she was a fan. This coffee with tea is dedicated to my friend Kelly Ricketts, Kelly Holmes Ricketts, who took her leave yesterday. And like I said, she didn't complain, y'all. When she left here, she was with her husband and her daughter, listening to her favorite songs and waiting for Jesus. And isn't that the goal? That your life is marked by your habits, your response to pain. Hers was starting a chat group on Facebook for hundreds of people called Count It All Joy. And your impact on others marks your life. So the question today is, what's the mark? Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Apostle. Can I tell you that's the question for all of you today and for me today? What will you leave as your mark on the world? And will it point people to the King? I'm the amazing T Street. There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. Kelly, I'll see you in the rapture. Have a great day, everyone.